Good morning and welcome to the vlog. So this is kind of a repeat of the previous episode, but let me explain why. Quick recap what I did in my previous vlog, and I headed over to Tower Bridge to photograph the Christmas tree, and this ended up a big disappointment because the tree ended up being switched off. Hence why we're doing a repeat today. Heading back to the same location, fingers crossed for more luck, and hopefully the Christmas tree should be on this time. So I have been scrolling through Instagram in the past week, and a lot of people have been uploading this Christmas tree with the lights being switched on, so I'm a lot more confident today, but you never know. Maybe they switch it off overnight, or we'll switch it off on Saturdays, or whatever, you just don't know. So let's head over there, fingers crossed, and hopefully we'll be on to better shots than last time. It is currently still before sunrise, and this is the perfect time to photograph a Christmas tree because with it still being slightly darker, the lights on the Christmas tree will stand out that much more. Well, that's if they're on, of course. But yeah, actually the weather's looking pretty amazing this morning, which is kind of a godsend and a lucky break because the weather this week has been disgusting. Just raining every day, grey, miserable, really wet, and come the weekend we've got brilliant weather, so that's really amazing. Usually it goes the other way around, right? Great weather during the week when you're stuck in the office, and shit weather on the weekend, but alas, not today. So let's keep pushing forward, and I'm feeling really good about today. I think we're on to some amazing photographs, and hopefully there'll be inspiration for future photographs you might be taking too. Okay, so here's the results for today. We're in luck. It is switched on. Yes, get in. Composition here is pretty self-explanatory. Got the Christmas tree in the foreground, and of course matching it up with Tower Bridge just behind it, which just looks beautiful. And look at these delicious blue tones coming through as well. And got a bit of yellow on the horizon as well, which is just looking stunning as well. So because it's actually such a low light situation, it always helps to use a tripod, and that's why I've got it set up here in portrait format, because I want to fit in the Christmas tree, and it's pretty tall actually. So using it in portrait allows me to fit in the entire tree, as well as leave a bit of space with the Tower Bridge to fit on the side. And I'm using a 35mm lens, which is semi-wide. So yeah, all of this will be in my scene, and let's go check out the final photo. Number one in the wraps, but the Christmas cheers do not end here. Got a second location in mind. This one's kind of cool as well. So we're busy trying to frame up Tower Bridge, which is here, with some more Christmas decorations that we found further down the river. By we, I mean Antoine and Antoine over here. They have featured in previous vlogs of mine, so you might recognize them. But yeah, so we're busy heading over there. Gonna try find this Christmas decoration. Should be some present wrapped Christmas tree kind of looking thing, but I'll show you for yourself. We've moved on all the way to the end of the passage, and if you squint really closely, just back here, you just might be able to make out a Christmas tree. Now the plan was to use the telephoto lenses, in my case the 85mm prime, just to use that telephoto perspective to zoom in all the way onto the bridge, and then just frame it with the buildings on either side. At the end of the day, I don't think the Christmas tree is going to be crazy prominent, but nice to try anyway from all the way back here. Just try something different that you wouldn't ordinarily do. So Christmas tree will still be there, but I don't think it will catch the viewer's attention in the final photo. But we'll see that when we've taken the shots. done photographing Tower Bridge and all the Christmas vibes going on back there. That's all the way back here, and we've moved a lot further since. And next place we want to head into is the City of London, which is here. And there's some beautiful Christmas trees around there, a lot of unique little Christmas decorations that you just don't pick out between the skyscrapers, and that's exactly where we're headed on an exploration mission. And I'm sure in between these buildings somewhere there should be some beautiful shots as well that are to be found. And here we are in the famous Leadenhall Market. This is one of the oldest buildings in London, and it started off traditionally as a market, but in today's day and age there's still lots of lunch opportunities for people working in the city, and right now the opportunity is a photographic one, namely this Christmas tree right here. So right now we're just walking around, figuring out some compositions and trying some different shots. It's one of the oldest buildings in the City of London as well. It's been in marketplace since 1881. I don't know that fact, that's just what it says right up there. If you're an office worker and you've got an office right here in the middle of the City of London, beautiful place to come for lunch or for the pub after work, or to entertain your clients at the pub. That's actually very popular, more than you think. Even in today's day and age, a lot of the insurance people especially come down here to get their clients drunk and win deals that way, which I guess works, right? But we're not here to get drunk, we're here to take some photos, and let me talk to you a bit about what we've been doing here. So, Christmas tree obviously being the main subject. Excuse the alarm, by the way, there's some workers in one of the shops and the alarm went off. I know, annoying. But yeah, we're here to photograph the Christmas tree. It's looking extremely beautiful, and we're using the wide angle lenses because just to capture as much of the space as possible. Now usually when it comes to wide angle lenses, or any lens for that matter, the more you tilt up a lens, the more distorted your picture will become, and that effect is especially amplified when using a wide angle lens. Now that's something I usually try pay a lot of attention to get the camera perfectly level, perfectly straight, to make the lines on the buildings perfectly straight as well. Now in this case, I opted for something very different, which is more of a creative approach by tilting the camera upwards, distorting all the angles on the buildings, making them very skew, but they're getting a very dramatic effect by trying to capture the roof of the building as well. So just to try something different, because photography isn't only about documenting the actual and making it look perfect, it's also sometimes just about being creative and just letting your creativity run its own way, not just being extremely technical and getting it right. So yeah, that's what I've done, and let me go show you the final photo. High above the city, at the top of the walkie-talkie skyscraper is the Sky Garden, and this place is really beautiful because you got 360-degree views over the whole city, and it's just an amazing place to come for photos. So we thought we'd end the morning here. Actually, there's a beautiful Christmas tree in the lobby that actually drew my attention, and that's why I wanted to come up here. But there's a lot of glare coming in through the window, so I thought maybe we'll give that on a skip and try for some of the other views, but there's some really good views to be had. So I'll show you guys those views in a second, but yeah, it's a really beautiful place to come, even just to hang out if you're not interested in photos. They've got this beautiful conservatory with a lot of exotic plants and stuff going on, so it's a nice respite from the winter weather outside, and the views, like I said, are just beautiful, even without taking photos. It's definitely worthwhile to come as a visitor and just check it out when you get the chance. This right here is by far my favorite view from all the 360-degree views, because you've got the City of London behind you. Let me show you guys what that looks like. I just love the way these skyscrapers are perfectly aligned and how the city planning just makes sense from here, because you got the Scalpel, which is brand new, the Gherkin over here, Cheese Grater, and Tower 42 back here as well. And this one's still being built, actually, it's a construction site. So that's a really great view, great vista of all these beautiful skyscrapers that we have in the City of London, all beautifully lined up, and Definitely gonna snap a photo of this, despite it being day and I usually don't photograph during the day, but the composition is just so strong that I can't skip this one up. So definitely gonna go for the wide angle again, just to capture as much of this as possible. And also gonna be opting for a polarizer, which cuts through the glare and is also gonna clean up the blue sky a bit and just make the shot a lot more crisper and neater. So let's go and I'll show you what that looks like. Back on the street, and that marks the end of a very eventful morning. Checked out a lot of cool places, and I hope you enjoyed joining me on this journey. If you want to see future adventures just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. And if you're not interested in future adventures, don't hit it. But I'll be sure to see you in the next episode otherwise. Goodbye for now.